Hi, I'm Inanna from EdenZone.net. Um, I'm talking to you today to talk to you. Join our website at EdenZone.net. So here's a short story. One day, I was out in the Garden of Eden. I was walking around. I was picking all the herbs of the day. I was enjoying and I was basking in the sunshine. I was finding things that I might need to put into my herbal tea for today. And the sun began to lower in the sky, and so I teleported back home with my tea, and I was just getting ready to settle down and enjoy a nice, hot, cleansing cup of tea. I was in my kitchen, I was cooking it, and things was going great. And out of the nowhere, there shows up people at my door. Just as I was pouring my hot tea and getting everything ready, they showed up and they had demands of me. Right in meditation, I was meditating over my tea as it was cooling. I had gotten ready to get my sugar, and just as I was getting ready to put the sugar into it, I decided against it, and I went with the honey because honey was more pure. It was unrefined, and I needed to be thoroughly cleansed. So I sat there meditating while my tea was cooling off. I was selecting my honey. I was just doing what people do on a regular day, but this was no ordinary day. My skills would be called into question for one time that I can say was horrible. Sitting in my parlor was a woman and a girl. The woman was looking for her lost son, Jabo. Jabo had been missing for 3 days. I called upon the spirits, and I went to the white spirits. The white spirits were ever out of reach. No matter how much I walked, the farther away they got. The closer I thought I was, the farther away I got. I took a step forward, they faded a little more, until eventually they just started blinking in and out and fading away from me. These were the people of the light. They were on the living side. They were there to show me where he was in a living world. They slowly faded out of my vision, one by one disappearing from my sight. It dawned on me I needed to go somewhere else that wasn't in the light world. I needed to go to another place. So I slowly stirred my honey into my tea, and I thought about it as I took a sip. These people just didn't know I needed to go to the other side, the dark side. So I meditated. During my meditation, I went into the light of meditation, and I was told, you don't have your tools. You're not ready. You can't pass until you get the right tools to come this way. So at that time, I was like, well, this is all of a sudden, I don't have it. But then again, I was told no entrance for you. If you don't have the right tools, you go back to where you belong. Without the right tools, you will not be seen or spoken to. And this will be the last warning. So I looked through my mask. I knew I needed a mask to go to the other side. I searched through my hoard. I had ugly masks, pretty masks, but I found one. Then I grabbed my drum and I began to play. Immediately, this guy shows up. He's horrible looking too. He tells me, I'll take you where you need to go, but the cost may be high. So I followed him. He led the way. He led me through the woods. He led me through the forest. He led me through a waterfall. And at the top of the waterfall, after a long, hard climb, at the very tip top, there was my objective that I needed to see. There I would find Jabo. We arrived, and Jabo was sitting in a chair watching TV. And my guide showed me Jabo there. Jabo, he said, and he roared a great roar. Jabo shrank back in his seat. Instantly, we traveled through the universe. We traveled through time, through space, through love, through hate, through darkness, and through light, until finally we arrived back to the scene that I had left. I sat there. I was someone else. I sprinkled bones on the table. I said some strange words. And voila! Jabo appeared to the woman. She ran away. And now I'm left walking in the woods and I don't know what to do. What would you do if it happened to you? Join me at the Covenant